get his subs up. Gil, I hate to break it to you. I think there's only 1 or 2 games left. But Nikola Jokic showed up the MVP tonight. The Nuggets beat the Timberwolves 116-107. Nikola Jokic, 41 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals on 16 of 20 shooting. And he did it against the guy many believe will win the Defensive Player of the Year. He made mincemeat out of it. If I'm Rudy Gobert, I'm sick. Because every time he goes up against Nikola Jokic, Gil, he cooking for 40.
Yeah, you know, the thing about that is it's showing how Rudy plays him, which is he's not guarding him as a man. He's a secondary defender, which means these defense awards you're not getting it stopping the guy that's a problem, right? Jokic is against who did he go get? Anderson for most of the part, Nas Reed, and then Rudy sitting in the back trying to block the shot and alter the shot. You can't say you're a great defensive player of the year and you can't even actually guard the best player. He had 40 because you want to sit back there protecting the rim instead of blocking and guarding the guy that is the threat.
I think they started out probably with, you try to give him a different look. Any great scorer or guys, you try to give them a different look. You don't want to give them a steady diet of anything. There are very few guys that were at that elite level. You know, back in the day, Rodman would take the best player and he would guard him the entire game. Or you had Jordan would do it for stretches of time. LeBron could do it. Kobe could do it. Kawhi. But back then, David Robinson and Akeem Olajuwon, it wasn't no switching off. It wasn't no Otis Thorpe. You take David Robinson for this. No, Akeem had him, and he had to neutralize him. Plus, he needed to go give you his customary 25 to 30 also. But this is why I believe Wemby should win Defensive Player of the Year. Because it's Defensive Player of the Year. Who's the best defensive player, not who's on the best defensive team. Because let me ask you this. If I took Gobert off that team and I put in Wemby, would they be better or worse? And if I put Gobert on the Spurs, would they improve? No. Wemby is a better defender than Rudy Gobert. Because you know how I know? They had a 3-on-1 and ain't nobody want to lay it up. You take it down, you go ahead. Hey. As a matter of fact, let's kick it out to the 3. And then he wouldn't even take the 3 because he saw a Wemby headed out that way. So for me, Gil, I think Wemby should win Defensive Player of the Year. I don't know if it's ever happened before a rookie wins Defensive Player of the Year, but if there's ever a year where a rookie should win an award with such prestige, this is the year it should happen.
I mean, it is. This is his award. I mean, it's hands down defensive player, meaning he's guarding the ball, he's help side, he's defending. Yeah, he got hit for 70 but he took the challenge.
Yeah.
He took the challenge to try to guard these guys, knowing that he couldn't stop Jokic, he couldn't stop Embiid. Those were learning games, and he's grown from the first day we seen him to now.
Yes.
He looks like a whole different player. And
he does.
Me watching this game today, this is the battle of number 1. And Rudy, you didn't want to take the challenge.
Hell no, I don't blame him.
Be the guy that is the winner. Jokic says, all right, look I got the MVP on the line. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't get why teams put guards and small forwards on Jokic. It's just dumb basketball.
Gil, I think they look at him and he doesn't have the musculature or of a Dwight Howard, or he's not sculpted like an Olajuwon, or have the caps on his shoulder like a David Robinson. So you just look at him, you're like, man, he just look like a blob. Yep. I mean, he ain't got no definition. He ain't got the only cuss on him is that when people scratch it. Yeah. He probably ain't got no cuts on his knees or anything like that, or, scrapes on his legs or nothing. And so you probably underestimate him by just looking at him. But once he gets out on the court, at some point in time, you're like, well, hell, he moving people. He hits, he ducks, he dips in with that shoulder. He's just lodging people from that spot. So clearly, he's stronger than he looks.
Yeah, you wouldn't put a small guy on Zach Randolph when he played, or Marc Gasol, right? Had the same body and the same type of move. He is skilled, which you're not going to bait him to throw all of his weight on you.
No.
He's just going to move around. He's just going to keep moving till you get, and you're so small compared to him. When he does decide to shoot, you're nowhere. Like, this is like putting the guard on KD. He doesn't sit down there.
Right.
You're like a fucking fly. Sorry about the F word. You're a fly in his world.
Yeah.
Right. And that's just the honest truth. Like, why are you putting smaller guys on him? You're just feeding him.
Yeah. And the thing is, Gil, that he is so good at, and the greats are really good at, he knows the moment you anchor, he spins off it, boom. The moment he feels you sturdy, you brace yourself, like, oh, you're playing for this. And he just, if you notice, he'll just keep like, okay, oh, that's a little harder. Oh, until the basket he go.
Yep.
And the next thing, like, well, damn, I thought I had no. And Gil, I'll be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a guy. Only Kyrie can match his touch around the basket. No big. I've never seen a big have that kind of touch with either hand around the basket.
Zach Randolph. Like
Zach was all left hand. I don't think Zach ever shot anything with him.
But it was guys like that. You remember was it Sweetney? Right? Had a nice touch. Guys that are not very athletic in their big, they usually have a great feel around that basket.
Right.
It does. That's why you have to keep him away from it. Whittling. Let him try to alter and throw shots up. And
he shoots the ball with such, you ain't blocking that shot. He's shooting it from way up here like Larry Bird, but he's 7 foot tall.
You'd rather have that, right? I'd rather have that little late.
except when he plays against the Lakers, because it doesn't matter where he shoots it from. It's going in. Clock winding down. It does not matter. 1 foot, wrong foot, 2 feet. It doesn't matter, Gil.
You're right about that.
But I did. I think tonight he sold it up. The MVP, Gil. His last 7 games is 41, 11, and 7, 3 steals, 16 of 20. 28, 13, 7, 3 steals, 13 of 20. 19, 14, 11 assists, 3 steals, 6 of 13. 36, 17, 10 assists, 14 of 24. 42, 16, 6 assists, 2 blocks, 18 of 32. 26, 18, 16 assists, 11 of 18. 32, 10, 5, 11 of 24. It's over, Gil.
No, it's when Embiid went down, it was over. Right? Yeah. It was over. It's just one of those things where if this was last year or the year before, we wouldn't even be questioning who the MVP. No. It's his, right? Yeah. But the fact that he's probably gotten 1 or 2 that wasn't actually his, so now you want to try to figure out how not to give it to him.
Yeah.
Right. And at this point, the milk is spilt. You can't do nothing about it. You can't rob him today, right? You can't rob him today. You can't penalize him for what you did 2 years ago and 3 years. You can't do it. He earned this one.
You know what it is, Gil? It's the old saying. My grandma said, boy, you can't punish somebody for the sins of their father.
Yep.
Because somebody made a mistake or you robbed somebody else, you can't make it right now.
Yeah, you can't make it right now.
Look, and I understand, man, but like some of the greats ain't that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yep, no
you're right. Some of the greats didn't win 3 and 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
But where we are now and what he's doing, and I'm not so sure it's going to be close. I really don't. I don't really think it's going to be close. I know Luka has been on an equally impressive tear.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that what's helping Yoke is that when Murray went down and Murray hadn't rested that knee, and he's doing this. And because remember, he did a lot of this. What was that? The year that Murray was out.
Yeah.
Remember, he put up these numbers like, oh, he got to give it.
The fucking